Welcome to the Quality of Life and Recovery podcast, where we meet each month, a couple times each month, to discuss topics related to improving your quality of life. And the Quality of Life and Recovery podcast is hosted by your very own mindful moderator, Jimmy Experiential. And some of the topics discussed on the Quality of Life and Recovery podcast come from an article written in therapist.com in a December 8th, 2023 article, which covers the 12 shared social experiences. The whole article really takes a look at, we talk about the different generations, Generation X, Generation Z, and it talks about how the generations were developed, but it talks about the different experiences, shared social experiences that different generations have. And for the month of January, income, class, and socioeconomic status is the quality of life category for the month of January. And so we are here again. Jimmy Experiential is my creative alias. My mom did not name me that. She named me James, but she doesn't call me that. She calls me by my nickname. I'm not going to share that with you guys right now because it makes people laugh. I don't mind making people laugh. A little humor is always welcome. But I don't want you guys to laugh about my nickname right now. And so, yes, the quality of life category for the month of January is income, class, and socioeconomic status. So, we're going to hang out for a little while here today and just talk about the quality of life category for the month. It's a new year. We are into the third week, I believe it is, of the new year. And usually this time of the year, everybody is calculating all the expenses that they have incurred after the holiday, preparing for tax season. All of the tax preparers out there are getting ready to rake in the dough. I got to pat myself on the back though. I'm pretty proud of what I have done in regards to keeping track of the receipts and expenses for the creation of this small business endeavor that I've been involved in since 2021. I moved into the life coaching space. The life coaching initiative developed into a health and wellness brand, I would like to think it is, which is called the Quality of Life and Recovery Center. One day, it will become an actual service that will be provided to improving the quality of life in recovery communities. Um, in fact, I am a licensed associate counselor in the state of Arizona, and I am going through the process of preparing myself to move to the next level of licensure, which is the professional level. And so I've acquired all the direct service hours. I've gotten the majority of the supervision that I need. Anybody who is familiar with the field knows that, or in each state it's a little bit different. I really will be happy when they iron that all out. I forget what they call it. It's the compact agreement where no matter what state you go to, the requirements will be the same. You'll be able to practice across state lines. And so I've acquired all of the supervision hours that I need. So it's just about assembling all the paperwork. And so I've been really busy, doing a lot, but there is a lot to be done in regards to improving the quality of life for people, persons, self, our communities, families, and the world overall. For some ethnicities, cultures, it's a really challenging time for some people. And so the Quality of Life and Recovery Center just wants to be a resource, an opportunity to reflect, and of course, provide everyday life strategies for new experiences, new meaning, new ways of improving quality of life and income, class, and financial status is a very important element in that journey. I think everyone would agree. I really wanted to just talk about a little bit about um, my introduction to the importance of financial stability and wealth. And I don't know what happened. I missed it. I was standing in the wrong. I was standing in the wrong line um, when God uh, passed out financial. What do you call it? Financial literacy. And I was standing in the wrong line. I was standing in the line where other talents um, were distributed. But I didn't get it. Didn't get it until late. And so now I just really understand where it's really, really important. I think my mom, I just remember a conversation with my mom when I finally went away to college and I had gotten my first credit card. And I think it was a Visa. It was for like $500. Uh, and it was the summer of 1988. We're in Atlanta, Georgia, and I got the card. I think she gave me the card, and I remember going on Peachtree, and I remember buying some Air Max. That was a sign. It was downhill from there. And I just think about all of the other things that I probably should have spent that money on. I've always been caught up in, looks, having the latest penny shoes, the latest clothes. Uh, but those things aren't so important. Yeah, it is, it is important to look a certain way, but you should only, I guess I should, only spend money when there's extra money available to be spent on materialistic items. And so yeah, playing a little catch up, really just preparing myself for retirement, I think is really, really important. And I remember having a conversation with a friend recently, and I was just talking about some of my financial goals. And the dollar amount that I shared with him was laughable to him, you know. And even still, like what I think is a lot of money really isn't a lot of money to a lot of people. I don't know. The term billionaire was not something that was regularly used in vocabulary. Uh, when I was in my early 20s, but now that's the language that people are talking, a billionaire status. And I'm expecting that that's going to change. Uh, I was talking to a Walmart cashier, and he was telling me that there's a such thing as a zillionaire. And I was like, wow. And so, what I really wanted to do is just talk about again about the importance of income class and socioeconomic status. And I think going away to college is when I first realized that there were very wealthy, very rich African American people or very rich Black people in the world. I went to um, Morris Brown College. Give it up! for NBC. That's right. Applause, applause. One of the greatest experiences in my life, the largest consortium of Black colleges in the world, five different universities, all gathered together within a few square miles. Um, Great experience. But that's when I first was introduced to, and I can remember having that. I can remember having that $500 credit card, and I remember talking with another classmate, and I think we were on our way to Steagles was the place that we used to go to get fried chicken wings. And I remember we were walking to Steagles, and I remember talking about, my credit card. And I remember the person that we were walking with said that they had $5,000. Their mom had given them, or, their parents had given them $5,000. Oh. And I was like, wow. And so I'm thinking my little $500 credit card was something, and this person had $5,000. But people had that type of money, and that's when I just kind of that was my first introduction to class. And I'm gonna go back actually. Um, the I was introduced to different classes in high school too. I went to Nicolay High School in Glendale, Wisconsin. Yes, it is the same high school that Oprah Winfrey graduated from. I don't know why every African American that graduates from Nicolay doesn't become a billionaire, but God bless Oprah Winfrey. Again, another great education experience. I have to thank my mom for getting me into that school. Um, but yeah, there were kids there, who would drive to high school in Mercedes Benzes and BMWs. And we would party on the weekend at, some kids and their parents' mansions when their parents were out of town. And so that was my introduction to different classes too. And I guess, I want to celebrate and thank, my family because even though we may have been considered, poor or of a low socioeconomic status, I never felt limited. I never felt poor. I never really, really felt like I didn't have. And, my mom was pretty, my mom is a minimalist for the most part, and so I kind of grew up with you know everything that I needed, but nothing excessive. But I've always had, always been interested in, the finer things. Fortunate to have other family members that introduced me to the finer things and what life was like for individuals that did have. And so just really, really grateful overall. But looking forward, I just don't want to be one of those older, people, retirees that have to stand in a food line, you know, like when I'm 80, or what do you call it? Meals on wheels. I don't want that to be the only way that I'm able to have, you know, um, a good meal. I want to be able to retire comfortably. So there are some tools, resources out there that I would like to cover in today's podcast. And so, and I wanted to get some feedback from the listening audience as well in regards to, and you can just type it in the comments. Feel free to IG me, uh, email me, uh, Facebook me about some of the things that you're doing or some of the things that you would suggest in order to um, secure your financial stability or to create a more solid financial future for yourself as you aging, uh, or I'm sorry, as you age. Um, and I don't know, I'm just really enjoying the experience of getting older as well. Um, in addition to financial stability, I think health is really, really important. Um, Always really has been to me. I have to thank my deceased brother for that. I think he was one of the first people that introduced me to the importance of being in shape and being healthy and lifting weights and working out. Um, and we used to do push-ups. I remember and pull-ups, in the backyard. And since that point, I've always been, kind of physically fit. I have had an uncle that was very much in two uncles actually that were very much into physical fitness. One was a boxer, and one was into karate, martial arts, and swimming, and running. And so I've always had an interest there. And these same individuals were also interested in financial security. And so I'm just wondering what made me miss it? You know, what made me miss the importance of financial stability? But I want to tell you guys, I'm here today uh, and really excited about the fact that income, class, and financial stability is the quality of life category for the month of um, January. And so, one of the investment tools that I wanted to talk about was Acorn. I was just, is it Acorn or Acorns? I think it's Acorns. Um, and Acorns. Let's talk about a little bit about Acorns. It says Acorns helps you save and invest, and you can start out just by investing spare change and invest while you bank, earn bonus investments, and then improve your knowledge. And there are some additional resources and tools available there. So a really cool company. I did actually create an account. I was informed about Acorns by one of my loving relatives. And I'm using Acorns actually to save for my cousin's wedding. I have a cousin, really pretty much like a baby sister. She is getting married in the fall of 2024. This marriage is supposed to take place in Jamaica. Woohoo! And it will be my first time going to Jamaica. I haven't heard nothing but great things about Jamaica. Not only the views, but the culture, the food, the weather. So really looking forward to that. So I am using um, Acorns to save for that trip. Um, Acorns is a personal investment app. It's easy, it's automated, it's really good looking, user friendly. It says give your money a chance to work towards your financial goals with roundups, expert built diversity portfolios, reoccurring investments, and more. Um, let's see. Um, It has security and protection. I've always wanted to ask people how that works too. It says what's called SIPC, um, protected up to $500,000. It does not protect against market risk, which is the risk inherent in a fluctuating market. And so, again, don't really know a whole lot about that, but it talks about compounding too, harnessing the power of compounding. Not really sure what that is, but it says money doesn't grow on trees, but with compound returns, money can grow on itself. It's a long-term investing principle foundational to how Acorns can work for you. It says with Acorns, everyday Americans have invested over 20, I want to say, is that trillion? Because it's a lot of zeros. Zero, 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 zero. That's one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10 zeros. You guys help me out with how much that is. Um, but it talks about the app being beneficial to millennials and helping them save. Um, and it says Acorns is, in fact, a movement. We're changing the way Americans save and invest every day. So, just a little bit about Acorns as an investment tool. Um, and so, an additional tool and resource that you guys can use to help you to secure some financial stability. Um, I wanted to take a minute to just really talk about my interest in network marketing. And I began network marketing actually in 2011. I remember working with some people, team of community members to learn a little bit about Ganovia coffee. And I really enjoyed it, but I did not stick with it. I enjoyed the product. I enjoyed the coffee. I remember having a launch party. Not a whole lot of people showed up to my launch party. I remember during the launch party, uh, it snowed that day. Um, and really bad snowstorm. But I was there, had the whole setup. Was really excited about it. But I want to say in 2022. I was introduced to total life changes. And again, I just cannot stop talking about the amount of the information that I've learned as the result of Clubhouse. And when we talk about class, income, and socioeconomic status, Clubhouse really was an app that allowed. The intermingling of classes and socioeconomic status. I know for a fact that were a lot of people that I was introduced to in the height of COVID during 2020, 2021, and the quarantine through Clubhouse that I probably wouldn't have had the opportunity to talk to and to get information from. There are a couple of communities that I'm still really connected to and that I continue to receive, very, very, very important and relevant information about how to build, scale a business, develop a brand, and obtain financial stability for myself. And so, I don't know, Clubhouse, just a really cool tool that's out there for small businesses. Anyone looking to learn a little bit more about. Um, wealth. It's a great place to, continue to meet people and connect individuals. But that's where I found out about total life changes, it took me like a year to actually get into the business. But again, I just want to talk about the number of different products that they have there, and becoming a total life changer really just has changed who I am as a person, and the amount of professional development that I receive as well. And so when it comes to the products, products related to improving health and well-being. Of course, we start out with the NutriBurst. That's the liquid multivitamin, uh, which can be taken every day. I took mine this morning. I don't know what the magic is in that stuff, but when I take it, there's just an instant boost. I know it does contain some, natural raw sugar. So of course, anytime you consume sugar, you're going to get a boost. But there are just a ton of different phytonutrients, different minerals, life sustaining products contained in that multivitamin that really enhanced my outlook for today. And then you follow that up with the natural raw energy supplement, and you talk about improved focus and cognitive clarity, and just a deeper level of consciousness and awareness. That natural raw energy supplement really gives me the boost there. I'm actually. sipping them on a my cup of coffee here that I always use with a little bit of cream, of course, and then I decap a capsule, excuse me, of the NRG, decap it, open it up, and then I sprinkle it in there, use my cream, and man, it's just really, really good. And then, of course, we can't leave out the ISO cleansing teas. There are three different flavors now. Of course, the original brewed ISO tea, a favorite of mine. It does not taste that great, but it does have nine different herbs that purge the large intestine, small intestine, liver, kidney, colon, um, of harmful toxins. And so, if you are eating all the great stuff, you definitely want to give your body the opportunity to cleanse itself of any unwanted toxins. They say we can hold up to 5 to 15 different pounds of unwanted toxins or waste in our small intestine and large intestine. And so, the teas, the ISO teas, both the original brewed. Now we have the fruit punch instant flavor, which is good too. And then we have this third wave making, also wonderful, uh, uh, instant watermelon ISO tea. And now there's this new candy craze that's out. And so what the candy cleanse is, it's a combination of both the watermelon and the brewed. And so I don't even refer to it as a tea. I refer to it as a drink because I mix it with the bubbly seltzer water, and it's really, really good. And so, yeah, just the products that are available. Number one, to help a person improve their health, but with the network marketing and compensation plan, it can be used to help a person secure financial stability for themselves. And in regards to team building, I'm learning there in regard to how to actually build a team and get that residual, what's called residual income. And so again, if you're looking for a strategy to improve income, learn little bit about what things that the wealthy do, right? The difference between the classes, and improve your socioeconomic status. I highly recommend Total Life Changes as an opportunity to do that. And so, moving forward a little bit, I just wanted to also talk about Chime. If you guys are familiar with Chime, that's another online banking application that can be used to help an individual save and invest. Um, and so just recently got myself a Chime account as well. It is a financial services company. It says here you can open up a Chime account in just about in 2 minutes. Um, and it gives you the opportunity to get paid up to 2 days early with direct deposit. There are over 60 thousand fee free ATMs. That means a lot. Fee free ATMs located across the world, I guess across the nation. You can get a fee-free overdraft for up to $200, and there is 24/7 live support with a real human. And so the cool thing with Chime is they give you two different cards. One, you get a credit builder card, and then you get an actual debit card. And the credit builder can actually be used to help you to build your credit. And so it says, after you open a checking account, we get started on personalizing your new Chime Visa debit card. Your Chime Visa debit card is usually placed in the mail within 1 business day after you open your checking account. It can take up to 5 to 10 business days for your Chime Visa debit card to arrive at your home address. And so, but what I really wanted to talk about a little bit about is the credit builder and the benefits of credit builder. Because for any individual that has, not been the best with managing their funds, credit builder can help you there. And so I'm searching through the here it goes. It says giving you the opportunity to start building credit for free. You can build credit safely, and you can begin building credit with everyday purchases. And it says by using the credit builder, uh, you can finally get the chance to move forward in the right direction. Credit builder, I'm reading the um experiences or the comments from people who have used it. Um, and so it says here how Credit Builder works. It gives you the opportunity to move money from your checking account into Credit Builder. And the account is the amount that you can actually spend on your card. And so what you do is you get an actual credit card. So if you've messed up your credit opportunities in the past, um, you can use a credit builder. I'm just going to read through a couple of the frequently asked questions about credit builder. Um, it says here, um, it says all you need is a checking account and qualifying direct deposits of $200 or more. You don't have a Chime checking account, apply for one in under 2 minutes. It's one of the frequently asked questions is, will it require a hard credit check to apply? No. It says no, it doesn't require a hard credit check. We think everyone deserves a chance to build credit, so we don't check your credit score when you apply. Um, do you have to have a Chime checking account to use Credit Builder? Yes, you do have to have a Chime checking account. Does Chime charge any fees when you're using Credit Builder? No. It says we don't believe in necessary fees or profiting from our members' misfortune. We have no fees to apply, no annual fee or interest, and no fee to replace your card. We do charge an out-of-network ATM fee if you use your card at an ATM that is not a part of Chime's fee-free network of over 60,000 plus ATMs. So the only time that you're actually charged with using your credit builder card is if you try and get funds from an ATM that's out of the Chime network. And so it says here, what makes Credit Builder different from traditional credit cards? Unlike traditional credit cards, Credit Builder helps you build credit with no annual fees and no interest. Applause for no interest, you guys. Let's get applause for no interest. And so I'm figuring out how to work Podbean, you guys. There are a lot of cool effects here on Podbean. So, um, no annual fees, no interest. There's also no credit check to apply. So it says Credit Builder is a secure credit card. The money you move into Credit Builder's secured account is the amount you can spend on the card. Unlike other secured credit cards, the money can be used to pay off your monthly balances. And since Credit Builder doesn't have a preset limit, spending up to the amount you added won't contribute to a high utilization record on your credit history. And so, yeah, again, we talked about Acorns for saving and investment. We talked a little bit about Chime as an application for saving and investment as well. Again, just a reminder that the quality of life category for the month of January is income, class, and socioeconomic status. And my creative alias is Jimmy Experiential. Uh, my mom did not name me that. She named me James, but she does not call me that. She calls me by my nickname. And so, uh, yes, and when we talk about Jimmy Experiential, I use the term experiential. We have all these different life changers, creators, thought leaders out here, and everybody has their creative alias. And so we got the angry therapist. Who else is out there? We have the points partner. We also have I forget the one really, really popular psychotherapist out there. Um, but everybody has their creative alias, and so that's where I came up with Jimmy Experiential. And just to play on experiential learning, and the four stages of experiential learning, which is number one, the concrete experience, uh, the opportunity to reflect on that experience. There are a number of different ways that a person can reflect on a experience. So experiential learning is all about grasping an experience, and then number two, transforming the experience. But it has four different phases. Number one is the concrete experience. Two is reflecting upon that experience, and three is my favorite, the aspect of abstract conceptualization. And so that is where you take the experience and incorporate it with your own personal understanding, your own personal experiences, your own personal way of looking at the world, and you come up with new meaning, new insight, new ways of understanding yourself and the experience. And lastly, number four, you go back out into your life, your interactions with coworkers, friends, and family, and you come up with new ways, new meaning to be able to revisit those experiences. And so that is why I identify as Jimmy Experiential. And so, new meaning, new ways of looking at self, other people, the rest of the world is something that I'm very much interested in. And we are here on the quality of life category, the quality of life and recovery podcast. And the quality of life category for the month of January is income, class, and socioeconomic status. And so we're just reviewing a few tools and a few opportunities to secure financial stability. For myself, I'm primarily interested in retirement. Again, at the Quality of Life and Recovery Center, or here on the Quality of Life and Recovery podcast. The target audience really is individuals between the ages of 40 and 65. Why, you may ask, Jimmy? Why are you particularly focused on that target demographic? Well, because I am a middle-aged adult. I am within that target demographic. I am 53 years old. And so um, and individuals between the ages of 40 and 65 are presented with the life crisis of generativity versus stagnation. You might want to know where I got that from. Well, it comes from Eric Erickson's 8 stages of psychosocial development. And stagnation, of course, it's exactly, what it sounds like. It's stagnant. You're not growing. A person can become like a pond if they are not open to and receptive of new information. And then with generativity, a person in that age bracket who is generating or generative. I don't know if I said that right. You guys help me out. In the process of generativity, what you're doing is you are contributing or giving back to younger generations. And so that is the generation following us. And the reason why I'm particularly interested in the shared social experiences, which is the theme for 2024 here at the Quality of Life and Recovery podcast, is because that particular article in therapist.com that was written on December 8th, 2023, it talks about shared social experiences as it relates to millennials, individuals that were born between the age of, I think the years of, is it 1984 and 1996. And so I do have a daughter that is in that age bracket as well. She is a millennial. So very, very proud of her. She is doing great things to move forward and be the beautiful young woman that God has called her to be. God. Yes, I will talk about him on occasion. I'm very spiritual and very religious. So my apologies to anyone that I might offend. But getting back to the topic, the target demographic here at the Quality of Life and Recovery podcast is individuals between the ages of 40 and 65, faced with the identity crisis of generativity versus stagnation. And so here, what we're trying to do is we are trying to generate new information and new ideas. And the quality of life category for the month of January again is income, class, and socioeconomic status. We have covered 3 different online banking applications. Actually, we haven't covered 3. We're about to cover 3. We have covered 2. We started out with Acorns. We talked a little bit about Credit Builder. And we are going to close out by talking about Stash. And Stash, again, too, is an online banking application. I have had a Stash account for quite some time. I think the coolest thing about Stash is that it does help you to invest. And probably Acorns and Credit Builder can be used as investment tools as well. But Stash is really, really cool. It has a lot of different tools and resources available. But the thing that I like most about Stash is this year it came out with 100 different things to be aware of. 100 different investment strategies that it provided. And so I just wanted to go through that list. Give me a moment, you guys, to find that article. See if I can find it here. So just a little bit about Stash. It talks about Stash investing. It says investing made easy. Stash is stress-free, and it's an automated investing application. It says you want to invest without the guesswork. Automate your investing with Smart Portfolio. Just answer a few questions and we'll build a diversified portfolio that's actually managed by experts. It says invest on your own terms. Start investing in stocks and EFTs with no add-on commission fees. Invest with any amount and get help along the way. You have personalized investing advice, automated recurring investment, then dividend investments as well. Let's see here. And so what I really wanted to do was talk a little bit about those 100 tools that they offer you. And so it has Stash Growth, Stash Plus. You can get started with 1 month free. You get the advice, investing access, banking access, insurance access as well. And then with Stash Plus, they charge you. You start out, of course, with 1 month free, but then after that, it's $9 a month. And so there are some fees there. That's a little bit different from the Chime application. And so again, I'm just trying to find this. Let's see. So if we go here to the Learning Center. And here it goes. Investing. Stash 100 money tips you need to know for 2024. Directly in line with the quality of life category for the month, again, which is income, class, and socioeconomic status. So it says with investing, some of the things that you need to know. Make sure you start investing when? Right now. The sooner you start investing, the greater your earning potential. Something I wish I would have had a little bit more information about in my early 20s as well. Instead of getting that credit card, right, that first $500 credit card, I probably should have started investing right away. And then everybody, you get financial aid back. Man, we used to live to get the financial aid back. But I wish I would have started investing the money that I got back from financial aid. I don't know whether that's legal or not, but something I wish I would have done. It says invest for the long term with a buy and hold approach and put your money to work. Acorns, I think, gives you the option to do that. That's one of the first banking applications we talked about at the beginning of the podcast. It says invest regularly, and it becomes a powerful new habit that compounds your success. One of the things that it says here in investing, there's a lot of information here when it comes to investing. There are actually 19 different tips that they offer you as it relates to investing. But it says, it talks about combating inflation. By investing your cash, keeping too much money on hand allows inflation to erode its value over time. And so that's the importance of not, keeping the money under your mattress like grandma used to do. Not a cool thing to do because keeping it under your mattress, it doesn't earn, it doesn't make money that way. And so, I like this one. It says, number 18, it says, don't trust anyone that tells you they know how the market or stock market will perform in the future. Nobody has a crystal ball. And it says, remember that when you're investing, it is a marathon. It's not a sprint race. Get rich quick schemes often end up in the losses. And so here it gives you some information about retirement planning. Again, that's my area of interest. It says, don't leave money on the table. That's investment strategy number 25. Don't leave money on the table. Prioritize taking advantage of any employer match offered in your retirement plan. It says, don't consider just one account. Consider multiple accounts. If you are eligible for an employer-sponsored plan like a 401k and an individual retirement account like a traditional or Roth IRA, you may want to take advantage of both simultaneously. They each have their own pros and cons. And again, that friend that is financially savvy encouraged me to open up a Roth IRA. So that is something that I'm planning to do. I think I can get positive outcome, positive results on that within the next 20 years. This is the hard one for me. It says try to avoid touching your retirement account and learn about the tax implications and penalties associated with different retirement account withdrawals. Retirement funds are generally only accessible without penalty after you turn 59.5. So that is 59 and a half years old. One of the last ones, last suggestions that it offers, it says avoid cashing out your retirement plan when changing jobs. It's called an early distribution, which can tack on taxes and fees. Roll that money into an IRA or your new company's 401k plan and allow the money to continue to grow. And so that is just some of the items from the first 31 of the first 100 tips and tools that they offer you for 2024. They have additional tips on financial wellness. They talk about budgeting a little bit. They also talk about the importance of debt, credit, and so home buying and home ownership as well. And so some cool things they also talk about, they close out with taxes, and then they have a bonus here with 12 different tools and tips. The bonus is focused on the holidays. And so again, this comes from stash.com. Again, this is Stash 100 money tips everyone needs to know for 2024. I think I'm going to come back to this later in the month on the second podcast. Again, this is Jimmy Experiential here with the first podcast for the month. We meet here a couple times each month with moments of reflection, resources, and everyday strategies to improve your quality of life. Again, we are here for the month of January, where the quality of life category is income, class, and socioeconomic status. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me here today. We will probably be back on the next Sunday in the month, probably at the end of the month. I think Sunday, I think it's going to be January 28th, I believe it is the last Sunday. And so we might have a podcast that will air that Monday, the 29th. Check all platforms. Start out with the Quality of Life and Recovery Center YouTube channel. We can be found on YouTube. And I want to thank you guys for hanging out here with me today here on the Quality of Life and Recovery podcast. Again, we meet here twice a month to discuss topics related to improving your quality of life. It's Jimmy Experiential signing off. You guys make sure you have a great day, a great week. Again, have a happy Dr. Martin Luther King holiday. And again, just remember to treat yourselves really, really well. Talk kindly to yourselves, nurture yourselves, because that is going to make it easier for you to be kind and considerate toward someone else. Have a great day.